So today we're making tonkatsu ramen. Let me show you how it goes. Pig's feet, pork necks. So what you're gonna do is boil these bones with about 2 inches of water above them for about 15 minutes. 10 to 15, depending on how fast of a boil you get. Now, as you're doing this, you're gonna notice all the scum rising up to the top. You just wanna go ahead and skim all that off. Get all those impurities out, because that is gross. So what this is doing is it's just blanching your bones so you get all that scum, nastiness, all the other BS out of the way. After you're done with that, then we'll actually put it into the right pot. So this process right here, you're going to dump all that water out. Dump all of it out. Bones in there, all that good stuff. Dump all this out. And once that's in there, you're going to sit there and clean them with cold water and scrub them down. Okay, next you're going to add in 1 whole onion, 1 knob of ginger, and 1 whole bunch of green onions. Next step is to put it in a pressure cooker and cook it for about 1 hour and 45 minutes on the highest setting. We're going to make a non-traditional dashi. So what we're going to do is just put a little bit of this kombu in here. You just want it to steep. You don't want it to boil, simmer, or anything. You just want it to get nice and hot and a little steamy. And then we're going to add half a cup of mirin. And we're going to add some soy sauce here in a minute. And then some bonito flakes as well, which are fish flakes if you didn't know. So we're going to turn this dashi into a tare. Tare is pretty much your soup base. If you ever got a pack of ramen noodles from the store and it says add soup base, this is pretty much what this is. It's just a simplified version, and it's not really the correct way of doing it, but it still tastes good. Now that we have our soy sauce, our kombu, and mirin all cooking together, now we're going to add fish flakes. And you just go ahead and put a good heaping helping of these right in there. And they're going to cook down immediately. And they're just going to absorb everything. If you like it fishier, you put more in there. I only like about this much because I don't want my tare too fishy, but I don't want it too, not fishy. So this is kind of what I go with. Once you've got it all strained out, this is what it's going to look like. And you're going to want to let this cool just for a little bit. And after that, you might want to heat it up, you might not. I don't know, it just depends on how hot your ramen broth's going to be. After the pressure cooker, transfer it to a pot and bring it to a boil. You don't want a rolling boil, you just want it at the minimum boil as possible. That way you can get all the good stuff out of the marrow. So the broth is finally of the consistency we want, and what we're going to do is strain it out and get all the bones out, all the fat, everything that's floating at the top. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and strain the broth.